Hey guys, welcome back. Here we are on another episode. It is now episode 61, and as you can see, and many of you are probably not surprised by this, I did do some more building and changes over to this area. Because I just sat here, let it run for a bit, and traffic, unfortunately, it really started backing up. So I've done a total makeover. I kind of did this off camera, saved you guys from having to watch it, because it's just been like, I think just a few too many episodes of road building lately. So today we'll get back to, just some good old-fashioned building. I think we'll do some more residential neighborhood building just in the northern end of the city. I want to try and get our population up to 100,000 and then just have a nice big celebratory episode. And I think we can probably get the population up to that number in maybe 2 or 3 episodes. And then once we hit 100K, I want to do another episode of just naming a whole bunch of stuff after some of you guys. Because Mr. Lego Gaming, he pointed out that it has actually been a while since I have done that. And I have promised a few people along the way a few parks. So, guys, get out your commenting fingers type thing. Put out some good comments. Refresh my memory as to how amazing you all are type thing, and then we can do some parks, we can do some roundabouts, we can do some, some cool, unique buildings, and I'll name some after you guys, because you guys are wonderful. Alright, so let me go over the changes really quickly here, and then we can start our building. So this was suggested by a few of you, actually, so I really appreciate you guys taking the time to try and figure this out with me. So what I've done is I've made the roundabout itself a lot bigger. That way we can kind of attach more roads, as you can kind of see, and traffic in general just kind of moves much more freely throughout everything. So what I've got is the way into the highway along the inside. That just goes to this one outward. You can kind of go this way if you want to go the opposite direction. And I kind of broke the 6 lane off with 2 3-lane one-ways right there, which was kind of cool, I think. And then I changed this one to a 6-lane one-way. That way it can move traffic a little bit faster out of the trucking area. You can see we can just get a little bit more lanes used there. And I changed this around, so instead of it being a straight through here, because that was backing up this part, which was then in turn backing up the roundabout, what I've done is a breakaway here. So if you're coming in this way, you go like this and then around. That's just kind of a quick, a quick little stopover. Otherwise, you unfortunately have to go a little bit out of the way to get in. So you're going to go up and around this way. But my goal for that was basically to get trucks to use the a different method instead of just kind of coming here to get to the train station. So hopefully that'll work. And what I did to kind of help the residents here is I've pushed back the housing and I've changed this just to offices. So these will absorb a little bit more of the noise pollution. You can see this used to all be houses right here. So far it does look a lot better, so I think we'll kind of keep this as it is and just kind of let this go, for a few episodes before we kind of come back and see how things are. Because the next big change I want to make over here, which I know is already silly, you guys are being like, what, do you want to do more stuff? I know, I'm crazy. I think what we should do is continue this and have another arm connect over here, maybe do like a roundabout or something, just something similar to this guy. But maybe one roundabout through the whole thing and just kind of connect a few arms. Because I want people to, if they're going to the small town, just to kind of start using, these kind of junctions more instead of just kind of making their way down here. Same with the industrial areas. Hopefully we can get a few more people to, to break off here instead of going over there. Anyway, let's do some building. You can see our population. We're pretty close to 100,000. Actually, fairly close. Oh, I'm just admiring the view. I love it. And I actually had a comment and a more of a question. So I'll leave it to kind of you guys, because I did think that I could adjust it, but a few of you have actually been saying that the nighttime building is a little bit, kind of hard to see and stuff. So I think there might be a mod I can try and download that will shorten the time of the nights and just make the days longer, or I can just kind of turn off the day-night cycles on episodes where we're going to be doing some, heavy building. So you guys let me know what you think. I kind of like the transition, but I do totally get that it is very hard to see at night. So I'm with you there. So yeah, you guys let me know. And I did remember to turn off all the mods. Oh, and something fun that I downloaded, which will keep me occupied for years at this point, Look at it all. Oh my goodness, this is the stuff I wanted from before, right? Mwahaha. These are just lights. Holy smokes, what are these? Houses, residential buildings. Look at this. Benches, plopsables, like, you know, it's basically all the little, you know, knickknacks around the city, but you can freely put them down yourself. So we'll have an episode or two of beautification, but I think I kind of want to do that as we kind of just go along, so that way it doesn't really, you know, eat up too much time. Okay, so let's start. Let's build a whole new neighborhood in this big section right here, and hopefully that can maybe we can fill this area in a bit as well, and that can push our population up to where we want it. All right, so very simply, we should just be able to bridge either over or tunnel underneath the rail right here. We may have to move something around though. So I think we have to shorten. Oh, okay. I know what we're gonna do, and I think this will look nice. So I'm just gonna move this over to our community college right there. That's fine. One parking lot should be okay right here. And oh, my computer having a hiccup. And let's go like this. But we'll hopefully. Oh, well, maybe we won't be. Oh, okay. Not as short as I thought. So let's go above it. Oh, also not really as easy as I thought it would be. Okay. Since this is going to be the case, let's go like this. There. It goes like that, kind of, sort of. And then now let's make a little underneath. I don't even know what to call that, hence the sound effects. Oh, perfect. That's what we're after. And it's not too steep. Excellent. And how will this look just like that? I mean, it's not the worst. You know what we could do even is make a roundabout. And then kind of break traffic off into a few. I'm tempted to just wrap the water's edge, kind of like what we have been before. Just kind of like that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And then now, I mean, ideally, I'd want to have a road go like this, but we're kind of stuck with the rail like that. Oh, okay, this is our outside connection, so we're not really going to be ruining any train routes. I'm going to make this part into a bridge. That way we can just continue this road through. And I'm going to draw the road first. That way we know how we want to go up and over it, so we won't worry about the pillars getting in the way. And guys, I totally apologize for not getting an episode out sooner. I just been so caught up with making this new time lapse. Like, it is so cool. I have never been more excited to see a project, you know, finish. Like, this is just. Well, I made a little 14-second little GIF of the of a little bit of the building. So I'll post that in the comments, just so you guys can get a little, you know, a little idea of what it's going to be like. Oh, this is kind of bugging me right here. Oops. And I don't have a timeline kind of when that's going to be finished. It's going to be done when it's done. But I've just been working like every minute of the day type thing on that. So I'm really trying to get that out. And it has been my goal to do an episode or two here and there, but I'm just so engrossed in that project. And I just have like one of those like knock on wood. I just don't want anything to happen to it, you know. So I kind of want to get it just finished, and then be done with it, and then be happy with that, you know. Okay, so let's connect this over to here. There we go. That's not too bad. And then we can start doing some, say, roads off of this guy. And I do have, oh boy, game pause. I will put the speed back on. And I know I've said this a bazillion times, but I'm definitely in need of a new processor. So I am saving for that. And when I get that, oh my goodness, the difference it'll make. So my poor game, now that the city is, you know, getting to the size that it is, it's getting a little bit stuttery sometimes. Still within the, tolerable threshold. It's not too bad. Only get frame rate drops here and there, but I mean, it's just not going to last us forever, unfortunately. Okay, so at some position in here, I do want a roundabout, because I think they are kind of nice looking, and they do balance traffic pretty well. And I've been using so many of them because of the European city. And I've been having so much fun with just like different design ideas. Let's go for a nice big roundabout here. Let's say do 10 units. That was the size of the roundabout at the big highway junction there. But what I did was, I guess my computer being unhappy again. To give it a little bit more room, I put 4 units of a straight road in between like this. And you know what, actually, this is something that I've been doing in the time-lapse city. So let me show you this. I almost call them like high-capacity roundabouts. Actually, I posted a screenshot of it to the subreddit for City Skylines. All right, let me show you this now. So what I've done is I've given a little bit more space in the middle right there, so we can kind of connect a another series of roads. So you'll see what I mean here. So we now have an oval shape, but the cool thing is we can comfortably get another road in here, which is super neat. And then this one you can have go an entirely different direction. So it's almost like a U-turn point as well, which is like pretty handy. And so this, let's try and make good use of this. And let's go like that. Kind of mix up the neighborhood just a little bit, you know? And then from here, if you wanted to, same idea, you can just have, 2 streets come out. They can go in opposite directions type thing. So why don't we try for that? Okay, find the snap point. And I'm just gonna make just a general V shape like this, but I don't think we're gonna be able to make them perfectly symmetrical with one another. I'm just gonna make a neighborhood that's not too traditional grid, you know? Something very different here. Just kind of, just freeforming this. There we go. Starting to take shape. Oh, actually, I kind of like that. And then we can go like, oh, yeah. There. It's like a pair of scissors. I don't even know. Maybe not scissors. I don't even know what this looks like. But it's kind of cool. And so hypothetically, this should balance, high amounts of traffic. And then maybe in the center here, we could do a like a park or something. I'm just trying to, make things look a little bit different. Actually, let's get. Okay, so just kind of preemptively draw that for later. And now let's fill in some of these areas with the smaller streets, and let's start some zoning. Oh, and guys, also, for those of you who did check it out, thank you very much for stopping by at the live stream again. Unfortunately, we ran into some connection issues in back-to-back week now. I had to cut it a little bit short, but still had a little bit of fun. Unfortunately, the city, not really coming along too fast, but still kind of cool. I enjoyed just building something different. And what we had started in that city, which I'm tempted to sort of attempt to try here, is we had this like really cool bike corridor that was kind of following. It just kind of went through like the main part of the city, and I'm trying to think of an example of where it would be. It kind of looked like like picture this kind of park. It was like maybe this wide, but the center right here would have been a bike path, no park type thing. So it was just kind of encased in trees, and that's kind of cool. So I was thinking of doing something like that around here, but I still haven't really figured out where yet, though. Alright, so now I think what I'm going to do is kind of just make like a little inner pattern to kind of match the outside here. So I'm going to try and follow the road. Sort of. See how this turns out. Yeah, just kind of like that. That's pretty much what I'm after. And need one more connection like that. Yeah, just something a little bit different. I know this was kind of strange, but once we get some houses and stuff in here, I think it'll look kind of nice. So let's maybe make this part here some actual houses, and then the rest we can make into some higher density. Oh, and we're not going to zone here, so let's just get rid of this. Cool stuff. And so let's zone in between here. So let's actually do a little bit more houses. And then high density. Oh, but you know what though? Of course, the only spot where the high density starts building is the spot I'm going to destroy. Because of the... Actually, I'm going to get rid of these. These look kind of silly. Say, because of the tracks being so close, let's instead make this into some commercial. And then we can do some like offices over here. I don't want to do too much industry though, because I know that towards the coast, some of those buildings there were complaining about not having enough workers. And hopefully this spot here that we're creating will be those workers. So I don't want too many of them working up here. Although that's a pretty sweet commute. Imagine you live like right across the street. Start at 9, you can sleep until like 8:30 if you want, you know? And actually, even that's probably cutting a little bit close. That'd be very embarrassing if you're late on the regular and you live across the street. Oh my goodness. I hope that would not be the case. And here I am again, zoning inside these roundabouts. There we go. Okay, so let's put in some piping. And I had a comment saying that I may have missed some piping in a previous, let's say at the end of the last episode or so. Some residents were showing some notifications for needing water, so let me sneak a peek at the city as a whole in just 1 second. Because it does look like, if we stare at the top corner here, it does look like we have enough water being produced. It's just we might not be, you know, doing the best job of coverage. Okay, so... Oh, we got a few people that are sick over here. Oh, are we getting hit with a death wave right now again? Yes, we might actually be. Interesting. Well, that's no good. Now, are we being... Oh, actually a lot of noise pollution, too. Okay, let me examine this from 2 different aspects. So the noise pollution, it is pretty bad over here, but I don't think that's contributing to people's death. I think we're just, like, yeah, I think we're just getting hit with the death wave. I think it just happens to be that magic time of the, you know, where all these residents, oh well. So when these kind of things happen, we'll just make sure that, you know, our death care is up to par, and unfortunately all of our citizens are no longer living and paying taxes, so our budget is plummeting. But this is why, you know, we like to save up a lot of money so we can kind of ride out these negative waves. And my goodness, we used to have 95,000 people. Now it's 91,000. It feels like we're going in the wrong direction. We are going in the wrong direction. What am I saying it feels like? Oh no, and oh my goodness. Okay, so let's look at death care. Make sure we get enough hospitals and stuff. Here I am wanting to build, and everything's falling apart. Okay, so there are hospitals close by. We can probably put maybe 1 more over here, maybe a clinic or something. We can put the pharmacy in. Those are always nice looking at night. Just help a little bit more with the healthcare of the area. And I really, really like to look at these hospitals at night. These are a very, very, very nice asset. Or this is a very nice asset. So let's put that over here and just admire it really quickly. Ooh, so nice. I like that blue light. Okay, so that's a couple more hospitals, all these ambulances going out and doing their thing. That'll help with the noise pollution. And now let's add another crematorium. Oh, I don't want decoration. I want death care, please. And so this one's a nice one. You can always drop this in somewhere. And so we have a graveyard right here. So, yeah, same idea. You can kind of see our coverage is, yeah, coverage is not the issue. It just happens to be that we're definitely getting hit with a death wave. Alright, so let's just drop that right there. Nice little spot, if I do say so myself. And we'll just kind of let this just do its thing. And I do have that mod installed for the auto empty, so the cemeteries, if they are going to get full, they will start emptying as well. And holy smokes, that new hospital we just built sent out every ambulance they have. But luckily that'll, definitely deal with the noise pollution. Okay, so we'll let the death wave kind of ride its course. Because my other fear was that we had some issues with the, what are they called? The piping. Because, like, over here, in the old days, we had... Like, I hope these things don't pull in water. Because the pumping capacity is negative 1600, which tells me that would be, putting water into the ground instead of pulling it out, right? So these should just be, the treatment dumping water. If they're pulling water in, it might be polluted water. Which is why we had moved the clarifier that was there before. So, I think we've done the right thing. Anyway, let's just let this run. Let's go back over here and do some building, please. So our poor area has no power. So I'm gonna run some power lines, which is like contrary to what I never do that. So I so many of you comment and say, please just run power lines, so I'll do it. Because you're right, it's kind of pointless to have these guys move in and then move out immediately. Oh, but you know what though? Instead, let's just really quickly drop a police station or just something in between the two, and that'll just connect the zones, and that'll solve the problem. Okay, great. So, police, and let's be preemptive and maybe put another just up here. We can always move that later, we'll put it down just so we have it, have it in mind. And because we are doing lots of high density over here, let's drop in a couple of fire stations. And might as well actually do the whole shebang. So we can do a hospital, we can do a graveyard, we can do some schooling, basically everything over here. And let's actually put another graveyard in. I actually haven't used one of those in a while. Just been lots of crematoriums lately. So this, why don't we put it up here? You know what we could do is even build a park around it. So let's try doing that. Man, so many assets. Oh my goodness, going crazy. Downloading more, as always. I just need them for my European city, And I hope my city, I think it kind of looks European, sort of. I'm very happy the way it's turning out, though. Like I said, I've just never been more excited to see a project finish. Okay, so we have our park. Cool. And let's do some more roads around it. And I don't know if that'll... Oh, would you look at that? It lines up perfectly. Look at that. And let's do another one of these kind of guys, just so that matches. There. And then we can even do this again. Oh, but that's not going to be as easy. Okay, cross your fingers, this sort of comes in straight. And... there. Kind of. That's not too bad. Alright, so over here, let's box these guys in. Just put a road like that. And we could probably make this a little bit more symmetrical if we tried. So let's do that. So let's go like this. And then go like that. And I think that was enough room. Oh, darn it. Almost. Okay, but you know what we'll do? Wait for it. Perfect. There it is. And upgrade this guy. But we can move him over by one, and then now we have a hint more symmetry in the area. Nope. Okay, well, it's not going to cooperate. Oh, wait, no, there's one on each side. Okay, we're okay now. And then now we can do something else in the corners. Oh, boy. My poor computer today. We'll do something in the corners over here. And, gosh, I think these are always nice. Oh, you know what we could do? Let's see if this works. Is we could do... Oh, it's also not perfectly symmetrical, unfortunately. But now we can have some buildings kind of in between the squares. So, since there's a high demand for commercial, we'll just kind of mix this up, some commercial like that. And then I do want a road like this. And why don't we put in some just houses right here? It's actually not too shabby. Oh yeah, even that little line like that, that's really nice. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Adds a little bit of character to the neighborhood. I do quite like that. And then yeah, we can always make another big park in here, but that one we'll probably end up hand drawing versus using the any of the pre-made stuff. Or we can use one pre-made, you know, combination of the two type thing. But no, this area is starting to shape out pretty nicely. Alright, so let's put in some more services. And we can always use this as one of our elementary schools. Nothing wrong with having a little church in the neighborhood like there. Put in a modern high school. Oh, that's a nice spot right there. Let's put it on the inside though. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that is kind of cool. And we have the community college nearby, so I think we're okay in that sense. And we'll probably need to think about bringing a metro station in over here. So why don't we just put one down, just so we don't forget about that. And you know what? Let's put it near our train stations. Oh, can this? Oh, yes, it can fit. Cool. So we got one there. Then we can do this one like right here or something, so it's like close, you know, close to both sides. Alright, so let's connect. Yeah, we hear all those buildings. They're happy. Darn tootin'. If I was a commercial building and they told me they were making a subway line right in front of my my business, I'd be as pleased as punch. Maybe not so much in the beginning because of the construction, but afterwards, definitely. So what we do need is another way into the top area over here. I'm very tempted to do a road over top of the highway and then make a little junction. So let's leave this spot open, and maybe we can do that a little bit later on. Let's kind of drop in a bit more services and get these guys wired in. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple high schools in, because you can kind of see when we zoom out, there's really not actually that many in this area. So I'm going to put that right over here. And if we do find another connection point between these two spots, you can, yeah, that's a very good radius. That'll help push the what am I looking for? The effectiveness of this building outward. I guess is a good way to put that. Okay, so you know, we can always put an undergraduate library. These just look really nice. Oh, that'd be so nice in here. But no, no, behind, no, as well does not fit, darn it. Oh, that works though. Of course, everywhere I want to put stuff is destroying things in the process, unfortunately. Okay, so let's do some more zoning for the people. It's actually shaping out to be one of the nicer neighborhoods within the city. I'm definitely liking this so far. Okay, we'll zone in between these guys. Perfect. And some shopping. Great stuff. Okay, so we do need death care. No, we don't. We have the cemetery. That's so silly of me. But let's put a crematorium down too. There we go. And I do like to put the cemeteries and crematoriums relatively close to one another. So let's put one of these small ones over here as well. My computer is just having none of it today. It's in a bad mood. Okay. That way when the cemetery gets full, you know, it's not very far to have to bring the bodies to burn them. Which again, it's a super morbid topic, but you know, it's important. And I see a couple garbage icons, well just the one. Do we possibly need some, yeah, we might actually need something over here. Like, what we could do is a little, like, service road kind of off to the side somewhere. Yeah, it's just really that recycling facility and then probably this guy. There's only two spots that are kind of helping out in terms of garbage for this area. Well, maybe, I mean, I don't necessarily want to. Let's put a recycling center. Actually, that's not too bad. These things are just loud, that's all. Right, that was that fire station. I was like, what building is up here? But, of course. Now, here's a really good question. Why can't I place this? I think it has to be against a smaller road. I believe that is our limitation. So, I mean, we'll just put the recycling center just kind of on its own. It's going to be a little bit loud, but I don't really want to have it too far. I mean, That's just outside of the boundary for the noise. Oh my goodness, my computer. Sorry, guys. So you can kind of see if I hover that right here. So if we keep this spot on the inside there, like, you know, commercial or whatnot, I think we'll be okay. Okay, so let's connect this up. And, wow, how about that? Oh, almost. So we'll do this in a couple stages. Almost. Almost got it. Okay. And just this. Like that. And just for the sake of it, I'm going to put some commercial just to kind of fill in the area. Just kind of hide the, you know, the purpose of the building. I guess is a good way to put that. And maybe instead of trying, we can just do a little bit of some commercial building, and that'll spread the power lines instead of just doing the power lines. I don't know why I'm so reluctant to do power lines. I said it before, I just feel like I'm going to forget to get rid of them. Alright, but you know what? Just so that that has a purpose, there we go. There we go. Not bad. Nice little start to the area. And how is our death wave coming along? Okay, so these people are still getting sick. And I believe they're getting sick because of the noise pollution. And so perhaps what we might have to do is change some of these roads. I know this seems like a silly attempt, but even this little bit here will help absorb a bit of the sound. It's because of the train corridor, unfortunately, as well as all this road traffic. And what I'm going to do, I'll do this off camera, is I'm going to fill the area in a little bit more with trees. And I've heard mixed comments about that. I do believe it does have a positive effect on the whatchamacallit, the noise pollution. Sorry, these ambulances kind of caught my attention. What are they all doing? Where are you guys going? And why are you all queuing so perfectly? Alright, well, we'll let the ambulances do their thing. Anyway, guys, just kind of keeping an eye on time. I think we're gonna call it a day right here. Ran into a few headaches, kind of fixed a few headaches along the way as well. But all in all, I do like the start of our new neighborhood. So hopefully we can kind of continue along with that with the next episode. And yeah, you guys let me know what you think. And also let me know what you think about the day-night cycle. Because I did try to just do our building during the daylight, I guess, for this episode. So I can kind of just time the start of like when I hit record with like, you know, just the sun kind of coming up type thing. And in that way we can kind of maximize our time together. Okay, guys, I guess that is all, and I will see you in the next one. And look inside the definitely look in the comments or the description. I'll post that. It's like a little 15-second GIF, but it's like super cool. It just kind of shows the like, you know, the time lapse I've been working on. And I don't know when that'll be done, but when it is done, my goodness, you guys will definitely be the first to see it, and you'll all be like, holy smokes. Well, hopefully you will be. Anyway, guys, have yourselves a great night, and I'll try and get episodes just before the weekend, if not during the weekend. All right, guys, take care, and happy November. Hope you guys had a good Halloween. All right, talk to you soon.